Can you see that? And behold, I send the promise of my Father upon you, which is the Holy Ghost. But go and do what? Go and establish an altar. This is appointment. You know, most of you are in the corporate world. You know what an appointment sounds like. There's a place, there's a location for the appointment, there's a venue for the appointment, and there is what? There's a time schedule for the appointment. Do you realize that in this appointment, we only have the location? What is missing there? There's no time. And what? There is also no date. So how do you keep this appointment? He has told us already. Tarry ye. Tarry ye. So please help me tell your neighbor, tarry ye. Because there is no time. No, you are not preaching for me. Tell him, tarry ye. Because there is no time and there is no date. That's why you need to be covenanted. I'm going to stay here. So the name of this game, when you set up an altar, is what? Tarry ye. I just finished youth service, and when I finished youth service, I knew that was it. Was not so long that I lost my dad. And my dad, that was the center of the civilization of my kindred. He was the greatest man that ever rose. Before him, no one was greater. So many things revolved around him. He was the one that brought the first secondary school to my village. So on his, yes, he had authority in government and said, hey, take a school to my people. All right, so many things revolve around him. And the moment he died, everybody left us. So I knew that the only way to break through was tarry ye. You know, some of you have the phone number of the president, and you can call him and say, you know, I'm hungry, you know, and all of that. It is that phone number that is a shadow that is blocking your destiny from shining. If you want to start the journey, delete it first. Yes, let your options not be many. If not, Satan will tempt you, and you will. You are not aware. You are not. So God wanted to help me. The way he helped me was that he removed every support system from my life, and I was tossed into the wilderness. Then I found out that the only hope I had was tarry. Because what God does to a man that he wants to bless is that begins to give him direction. And if God is not behind what you are doing, it will not be able to conquer the demons that will come to test it. I stayed there. Began to pray. I prayed and fasted for 1 year for direction. The whole youth service year. I was doing 4 to 6 hours during the weekday. And we used to do 8 hours on Saturday. From 8 o'clock to 4 p.m. in tongues. That God must speak. I did that from January. I did it to December. And God did not speak. Please help me tell your neighbor. Hearing God is hard. Very soon I can wear the gift of the Spirit, the gift of word of knowledge. That one is easy. Because the gift is not ministering to me. Oh, you are not. You think because I can hear and say, okay, there's somebody like, that's a gift. That's ministering from the pool of the gift of a spirit. But if you are going to hear God for yourself, you are going to hear him from the infrastructure of the unction that you have received from the Holy One. That's a different source. To stir that one is hard. You are not helping. You know why I'm telling you the truth? So that when you get ready, you really get ready. Most of you are not ready. Most of you come, you touch the altar like this and say, I did. Because sometimes Satan, you don't know his tricks. Sometimes he will come and create the illusion that you are lonely. All he's trying to do is to get you off that place. You create the illusion that you are lonely. If you don't know that illusion, you will think it's real. Sometimes he will create the illusion in your soul that you are lost. How long? Sometimes it will create, those are the techniques we call mind-bending techniques to dissuade you away from what? The appointment. Because what you will need to arrive there is what? Tarry. If you are not resolute, if you don't have a vow, you will have no need, no reason to continue. Even in ministry, when you are closest to a breakthrough, those demons will be allowed to come test your mind. I know how their voice sound now. And whenever they come, I say, so I'm close. I talk to them. I talk to them now. I talk to them. You people. Now I know that. Yes. Now I've seen it in various seasons that I can tell you how it feels. When mind-bending demons come to manipulate you, and all they are trying to do is to make you frustrated to a point where you will no longer keep the appointment. And the power to transform your life is captured in the appointment that God has given you. Please help me tell your neighbor, tarry ye.